Hey y'all, how are you? It's Burgess Taylor, our Journey with Burgess, and we're going to talk for just a few minutes. It's spring, in the middle of spring, and I'm switching things. I'm doing a switcharoo. I just heard that. And we're going to talk about why, and then I'm going to show you what I'm moving into. I got issues. If you're new here, hello. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty of this planning switcheroo. Alright, so here we are with the planners. This is what I was using for this year. It was the main planner, my put everything in it, the combination of bullet journaling and planning. So I had structure and freedom at the same time. This is the Sterling Ink Common Planner B6 full year. It was the first ones that came out to us. I had pre-ordered mine, and as you can see, this is binding. I took my stickers off. This is binding. That's binding issues. That's binding. This is
a shitty binding.
One of the problems that I'm having is I have ADHD and I have anxiety, and when you take something that is like this, so it's not gonna fit in the cover right. I put a clear cover on it, 2 or 3 different ones I tried. I didn't order one from Sterling Ink because by the time I figured out that there was such a binding issue, at the time that she had some, I didn't get them because I had this one and I was trying to make this one work. The further I got into it, the worse it got. I even put some construction paper, like this is from a magazine, so it's very thick. I even glued that on. It's a beautiful, beautiful
notebook
on the inside.
on the inside.
But I cannot.
I cannot.
If any of you are neurodivergent, then you know how hyper-focused we can get on certain things, and I cannot. I don't feel like I should have to. As much as I paid for this planner, we're only in April, and this started doing this before. I show it in a video where it's not, like I could pull it down, pull and pull, but it won't stay. One of the problems that I had, I bought some of the Odyssey notebooks. The hardbound ones were great. The softbound one I have the same issue with. I put it to the side. I cannot handle that issue. I put a thicker paper right here and it doesn't fix the problem. It doesn't give it enough support. I could have put it on both, and then I was like, well, I wasn't sure if it would, I wasn't sure. By this time, I'm like, forget it. I went online looking for B6 planners. I did go to Sterling Ink, and I got one of the notebooks. I'll show you the notebook. But she didn't have any planners, any B6, nothing. No undated, and I will not get undated again. I will not. This is the second time I've ever gotten undated, and I'm not a fan. I got the Wonderland 222 undated one time. I'm not that kind of sticker person. I'm not. So anyway, I was doing some research, how to make a better to-do list. This is, I got the spring edition of the Hobonichi Cousin. It's the Japanese version. But that I am using for my spiritual journal. If you are interested in that, I have a video where I set it up and then I set up the B6 planner, and that's on Patreon. I don't really do much of the spiritual journal stuff out here on YouTube. So this is a crumpled to-do list. Put that in there because of this planner situation. So I drew the new one, and then that's the new cover for my spiritual journal, the Hobonichi that I'm using for that. This is the work planner. So this is where I put things in. Switching from the B6 Common Planner from Sterling Ink
Fidgety binding sucks.
to the Angel Shop B6 Undated Planner. I absolutely loved it. As soon as I got it, I loved it. I love how it's set up. I love that she has the pages numbered. I love that she has the goal stuff in it. I love it. I set it up. I have stickers in it. I may be able to get the stickers out of it. I don't know. But, so not a happy camper. So let's go. I haven't finished setting this up. Like I said, this is undated. Now this is the Sterling Ink notebook, and it has a much harder cover. I'm very, very pleased with the notebook. I've got some things in here. I did order some stuff from her. Like I said, I got the notebook, and I even thought about doing bullet journaling for a little while, and then I was like, nope, I don't want to. I need structure and freedom. So this has just become my notes notebook for extra stuff, for longer, longhand, for things that I need to do longhand. So I had got some Coffee Monster Co., and you're going to see me opening that, and then you're going to see me setting this up. But I wanted to talk to y'all first about the B6. It's gorgeous. Now her notebook is not numbered, but I'm going to talk to you about this. I'm going to set it up, and then at the end I will show you the rest of what I've got, because I've updated some things. I had a hard time choosing which sticker, and I think I may end up getting a couple more of these. I might just put them all over here. And I did change this out, and I put my sticker in here, or in my other one. I think I just stuck it on a page that needed some sunshine. I'll be back. This is editing me. Now we're going to go to past Burgess, and then we'll go back to editing me. Okay, I have this. The Common Planner. I still have it, but like I told you over
and over again, it makes me fidgety.
I have some Coffee Monster Co. stuff. We're going to start with that. We're going to put this here. And this is a hard book, but I think it's a little bit smaller. It's kind of like the Wonderland 222. So this is from Tess. It's the angelshop.com. It's like a lavender color. It's the B6. And I think it's the undated planner. We're going to check it out together. So this one has all the red A's. I think the black one has a different. These are the pink. They're supposed to be, I think they're pink. We have a place where you can put your name or whatever, a key. So these are, they have columns. You can see the line right there. This would be, I guess, your future log. So you've got you've got 16 of those. And then you start with the calendars. I think these are just pages, and they've got like columns, and you could maybe do your goals or like an overview and then a reflection, because there's a calendar. So then we've got 2 pages for each month. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 15, 16. We've got 16 months. And then you have these. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4 going this way, horizontal. You could also measure them out and do vertical, I guess, depending on how you want. And you would have the weeklies. It has bookmarks. We have a pink and a purple bookmark. And then when you get done with the weeks, there's no page numbers, by the way. I don't know if there is on the dated one or not. So then you get here, and then you have the regular graph. So that would be good. I think what I'm going to do with this is set this up just like I have the spring. So that way I can put April in here. We're going to make sure all of this fits, because like I said, this is a hardback, and that fits way better. And look at that. It doesn't matter if this, I could take this off and switch. Let's see what I have here. Maybe that will match, and then I can put that flower on the front. I had some rewards, or whatever they're called, with Coffee Monster Co. So these are the labels. It says yearly, weekly, monthly notes. This is the little freebie. No more adulting. Currently listening to. Coffee date. Overworked. Amazon Prime. CPAP. Coffee time sampler. All-nighter emojis. ADHD. Change bed sheets. I ordered some that I'd never ordered before. No energy emojis, painting, journaling time, daily affirmations, nerdy work emojis, spring allergy emojis. I love them. I am important, and I am creative. Oh, I love those. Okay. So then we've got road trip, picnic, large ocean doodles. That is going to be for July. Sluggish. Moon phase. I told you I was going to have some stickers for the moon phases. Large midnight doodles. spring planning time emojis, spring working yoga emojis, terrible day aging emojis, and the 7-year anniversary sampler and the subscription reminders. Then I have the graph trackers, and this is for the Hobonichi cousin, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be using it in it. I think I'm going to be using it in here. My character flaw is buying iced coffee to help me get work done and not end up getting any work done. That would fit right there, but I don't want to put that right there. Maybe I just want to like add things too. I don't know. Do I want to do this? I think I might want to do that.
You might want to do that.
I'm not sure. So I'm going to put this one up. I'm going to put this one here for the I am important.
Do I want to put that on my like creative journal? Or maybe I'll do that. I don't know. That's pink though. It's got a little bit of purple in it.
So I could put this one here because this is the planner, and then put the other one. I think we might do that. Okay, that's going in the A5.
I don't know. Maybe I should just cover this with them.
Okay, so the question is, when you open this, if I take this out, will it lay flat? Yes, it does lay flat. Probably once I start using it. I could put this behind there. They're a little bit big, but at least this way they'll all match. I knew I had gotten some, but I don't know, y'all. So this is future Burgess, because the Burgess that was here yesterday would have been, anyway, editing Burgess. I wanted to finalize just a few of my thoughts wrapped around the planner, and after having it for a few days and being in it and having the Sterling ink notebook, I know that in the very beginning I sounded very upset, very angry, and I am. I was looking forward to the common planner. I have wanted for years a B6 Hobonichi cousin, and she hit the nail on the head with the actual planner.
But that binding?
I realized that that was not her fault, but there's nothing I could do with that thing. I tried reinforcing it. I tried 2 or 3 different plastic covers. I tried shrinking one of the covers. I tried all kinds of things, and it just, unless I'd rebound it myself, or maybe, but it just wasn't working. I kept trying. I put it away, and then I picked it back up, and then I put it away, and then I picked it back up. I'm loving the notebook, and I really do like the Angel Shop planner. You know, I am so glad that I don't do that Happy Planner, Erin Condren stuff. I don't have the patience for this every day, every week. There's no way. I don't find this fun. This part, I don't find this fun at all. I do wish that the pages in the back were numbered, or maybe even the weeklies. I don't know.
Okay, I can number the damn pages.
I understand because I got the undated, but the pages still could have been numbered. Okay, so we've got May. Okay, since this is mental health awareness, we're going to put this right here, the struggle bus, and I'm going to write right there. Now, do I want to put days up there? That's the question. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this.
I got pink ones. That's too much pink. God, that's just too much. It's just too much pink. It's just too much. I mean, damn. What if I don't want pink?
Okay, so now it's future Burgess. It's editing Burgess. It all started with an idea, wishful thinking, a dream. I know I had that same idea years and years ago, that same dream years and years ago, only hers was much better. She put it into action. And I'm talking about Sterling ink. I'm talking about Catherine. I love the planner itself, the inside, the guts. I love. However, that cover, I just couldn't deal with. I would have been willing to buy another one, even though the cover being that way wasn't my fault. I understood that it really wasn't really her fault, that she changed that as soon as she found out about them and she got new, but I couldn't seem to get the order while she had them available. That's okay. You know, it happens. So I ordered one that is extremely similar. There are some pros and cons, you know. I love that it's hardcover. However, the shipping was very expensive. I love the paper. However, like, I don't like undated. There's the goals thing is not in this one. I don't know what the dated one is like. I can't comment on the dated one. However, she just had a sale. The Angel Shop just had a sale, and she reduced the prices by I think like $10 or so. I don't know if the sale's still going on. It's a nice product, and I like that the back of the pages have some lined pages, and then you have some dot grid along with the grid. So you have like the lined pages would be perfect for pen testing or for like some notes or something. If you like, maybe you want to do your goals in the back, with the line right out, or brainstorm on those pages. Maybe on the dot grid, that's where you want to do maybe some of the collections or whatever. You have options, and I like that. So I'm not unhappy about the planner that I ended up with. And like I said, I'm using the notebook, Sterling ink, and the planner from the Angel Shop. So it is what it is. I have wanted a B6 Hobonichi for so long that as soon as I found out about the Common Planner, I got on the pre-order list. I love my Hobonichis, don't get me wrong. I love the A5. As a matter of fact, this is an A5. This is the AVEC with one of the Hobonichi notebooks. This is I'm just going to call this is the work setup. This is a Hobonichi Cousin April Start in the dark cherry Hobonichi cover, the leather one. And I have one of the little thin Hobonichi notebooks in front of here. And this is my spiritual setup. Up there, I have the Hobonichi Cousin English A5 whole year. That's my personal memory keeping setup. I'm hesitant to call anything like a label. It doesn't really fit the criteria. I use a hybrid system with my planning. I like a notebook and a planner, but I use a lot of the bullet journal method for all of the above. Even in my commonplace notebook, I use a bit of the bullet journal method. The only thing I don't really use it in is my regular. This is a Create with Pen notebook. It is just graph paper. Pages are not numbered. And this is my document life journal. I do some things like if I was pausing on the Common Planner, so I did a little bit of bullet journaling in a bunch of different places, trying to see if maybe it would work. So like I set up things sometimes because I'm documenting life. Some of it's personal, some of it's family, some of it's something. Like this is setting a routine. And once I get some things established, I will put the pictures and stuff once I get it done. I'm changing things, like actual lifestyle changes. I'm letting go of old habits, and as I let go of old habits, I am moving in new, healthier, happier habits. I like to do some personal brainstorming, some personal journaling. Sometimes if I'm trying to figure some things out, I'll put a little prompt and I'll go back to it and I'll do some journaling. One of the things that I tend to sometimes do if I'm in a state and I don't know like exactly what I'm doing, I can reflect and make some plans. So what helps me grow? Where can I find positivity? Today, I think I'll try. Today, I feel really good about, or I'm happy about, or this challenged me. A quote of the day, an affirmation for the day, describe something that I love, describe something I love about me. What do I need to let go of right now? What are the most beautiful parts of my life, of myself, of those I love? Because once you start thinking about the good things, those positive things, those things that a lot of people associate with gratitude, once you think about those things that you appreciate, you can't help but be more positive. Some of the other things, if I'm thinking about it and I'm like, okay, maybe I need to make a daily checklist. Maybe I need to make a nightly checklist, not necessarily a task list, but some of the things that need to happen during a day are not necessarily to-dos. There are things that we need to do, but they're not necessarily to-dos. Maybe we want to at least, I don't know, once a week or every day or every other day, like some kind of act of kindness. What are some of the ways I'm being mindful? What do I notice around me? Have I taken enough time for myself? Have I spent enough time with my loved ones? Have I done anything nice for my loved ones?
Has anybody done anything nice for me?
Because we can lift up others, and maybe sometimes we need to journal about how we did just that. How can I make somebody feel loved today? How did somebody make me feel loved today? How can I inspire others? Well, that is my whole purpose for this YouTube channel and for my Patreon. inspiring other people to be creative. Like I said, it all started with an idea, a dream, wishful thinking. All those years ago when I was watching YouTube and watching videos about NaNoWriMo and so excited because I had finally found like a community that wasn't just a forum. Because when I originally joined NaNoWriMo, there were there were like little Yahoo groups and stuff like that, AOL and Yahoo and things, you know. There wasn't like Facebook. I don't think there was even a MySpace, but I'm not positive. When I imagined myself as I watched some of these videos, I thought about how we'd all be in like a room having coffee, this big conference room. We all have our little typewriters or our little word processors or those alpha things, or maybe like a laptop or an iPad or, you know, any number of things, Chromebooks. Imagining, you know, I've got my coffee with the lid on it, of course. I've got my laptop, which would back then have been an HP and now is a MacBook. But I imagined everybody in this big room, like in a library or a hotel conference room, but especially a library. And we're all writing. So then I fell down the journal and the planning rabbit hole, and I was like, oh, wow. You know, back when I did this, there was no author tube. Sometimes some of us, once we got to know each other, we started calling it WriteTube or WriterTube. And then somebody came up with the term AuthorTube. And why they liked that better than WriterTube or WriteTube, I have no idea. To me, it was a play on words, because if you wrote write as in you write with a, you know, you write things out, it still sounded like yes or no, good or bad write, you know? Anyway, so I imagined. But at the time when I very first started creating videos, I had no idea. I had no idea. I had to ask my son about the webcam situation with the computer. And I went to Radio Shack. There was still a Radio Shack, and I got a webcam. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know enough about YouTube yet to know like, I could look online on YouTube and find things. This is a long time ago. But I was learning, and I learned by trial and error. And the first few videos that I did, probably for the first, well, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, they weren't edited very much, if at all. The first few, I know, were not edited. It took me about 10 takes, and then I still like messed up a lot. But I had no clue what I was doing. I just was doing. And that's the thing you have to do. That's the key you have to do. The very fact that Catherine and this other person who's done the Angel Shop, and then the person from Wonderland 222, that they have created these different size notebooks for all of us. For somebody like me who would much rather have a B6 for my everything planner journal, it's fabulous, because this I can throw in my bag. I have enough room still in my purse, or I can throw it in my backpack. I can carry it around with me. I could actually make it a wallet if I needed to, but I still have room to write, because my handwriting is not little tiny aesthetically pleasing, very neat handwriting. I mean, I can make it look kind of nice sometimes, you know, when I take my time, but like the rest of me, my writing sometimes is a hot mess. And so, yeah, sometimes it's all over the place, and sometimes it's very neat. You'll see, if you've been here for a while, then you know. Sometimes it looks really neat and very nice, and other times it's a hot mess. But that's okay. That's my process. That's my journal. That's my planner. That's my notebook. And I am impressed and very envious of those of you who have such neat, small, tiny handwriting, and you can keep it straight in a line, that you don't have to have something to keep it straight. Even when you do, you sometimes have it slanted. I'm not so envious that I'm going to spend all of my time trying to emulate that, when I know good and well that there are going to be times when my brain is going so fast that my mouth nor my hand can keep up.
Hello, ADHD.
It is what it is. My journals are going to look like my journals. They're supposed to. And the fact that somebody came up with a journal, a planner, a notebook that fits the description of that dream, that idea, that wishful thinking that I had, about 95% or 96% of what I imagined in my head did they get right. I'm telling you, it was like they could read my mind. Especially Catherine, because the goals, and I would have done the goal page differently. But that's okay, that's me. I can work around it. there are certain things that you can work around, and right now I'm working around having to number pages, and I'm working around undated because I just could not work around that cover. I tried and tried and tried. And no matter how hard I tried, it just wasn't going to work. Believe me, I tried. I so wanted it to work. And like I said, I so would have bought another one had I been able to get one. Either I didn't have the money or I was busy with other things, or something else was going on. Like maybe I was ill. I'm in physical therapy right now. So there's been a lot of things. By the time I got around to having the money, and there weren't any more planners. So I ordered the notebook, and I'm thinking, well, I can bullet journal, Everybody said that she changed the covers. The covers were better now. So I'll see about bullet journaling. And I tried. I'm about to flip the camera around so that you can see some of the things that I did try. I don't want to make this video too long though, but I'm being real, and I'm talking about some of these things because I don't think I'm in this alone. I know that Sylvia with a plan, she just did a video about a switcheroo, which is what I've done, a switcheroo. When the Sterling ink planner wasn't working, I decided that I already had this, and I was like, well, maybe I can use this. This is all different kinds of things. I'm documenting life. Like this is from Bye Bun, and I love it. And I was like, there's a story. There's something, and I want to write about it. So I left that blank for when the mood hits me and I want to write about it. This is climbing up the ladder. There's a lot of symbolism with this in a variety of different ways, and I want to write about. Spring, I'm probably going to do some reflection at the end of the month, which is now. Here. Because I have, like, this was March, but this whole thing is set up in March. This was January and February. Like there's February. I'm not in this every day. So I documented the Murdaugh trial. This was something I was doing a video about I want to do a video about. Noticing the world is constantly changing can help us dance with the flow of life, says mindfulness teacher Sarah Jane Shangraw. So I started bullet journaling around the 13th of March, and I was thinking, okay, I can do this. And these were reminders of things that I wanted to maybe do chats about, or that I want to start doing. And then I ended up just documenting because there was a lot going on. And then Saturday I just documented same. I'm glad that we are sometimes happy and sometimes not. You get your wisdom working by having different emotions. Yoko Ono. Setting a routine. Finding focus. This is the rest of the routine stuff. Every morning when we wake up, we have 24 brand new hours to live. What a precious gift. We have the capacity to live in a way that these 24 hours will bring peace, joy, and happiness to ourselves and others. Wonder. She was like so like excited and happy, and you could just see the wonder, because there's a few things that I want to talk about, and I'm thinking I might want to delve into that are wonder. Where you're like, probably wonder and then wander. So, tech problems. I've been having some of that. When it's resolved, I'm going to fill this out. This came from someone, and then that was it for here, because I'm not in this every day. So, we get to this notebook. I wasn't sure of how I was going to use it, so I left room for an index. I did set up spring because I was like, even if I don't end up bullet journaling in it, I can use it as a notebook because I plan via seasons, and I'm thinking this could be project related. I need to fill this in. I'm going to go back in when the month is over and put in the things, because the word for March was emerge. April is blossom, and I feel like these are the words I chose, and oh yes, I'm feeling very much like things are blossoming. And May is flourish, and I wrote some quotes and stuff. Spring is the time of plans and projects, and some of the things that I have over here, like I've actually gotten done. This is a record of what I've gotten done. And then on these pages, I will do more of a reflection. Like one will be a review and one will be a reflection. So then we get to where I actually started doing some of the bullet journaling. So I put in the calendar.
And I did things.
I got all the way to the very end of March. These were notes about things, but I ended up having my to-dos elsewhere. You could see that I didn't end up, it's okay. Then frustrated with computer issues, computer maintenance. I was also frustrated with the B6, and I put Bujo. I'm like, I don't know. Negative self-talk, preparing for a new season. This is something that I'm going to be doing for every season. This one is mostly about spring, but it doesn't matter. So I have spring continued. My mom's birthday priorities. What 4 areas are you prioritizing this season? In each area, what is the top of mind for you? And then I have an envelope. It says see envelope with spring written, and I have it over to the side. It's put up. So we get to April, and I love how this turned out. Around here, which was right after the anniversary, the 48th year anniversary of my daddy's death. So I tried to go back to the common planner. These are my wins and my oops or challenges. Some people put wins and defeats or accomplishments. So I'm going to write some more of those down because I've got them highlighted. This is the 1st of April, and I was just writing out my thoughts. These are pros and cons about different things. How many planners should you use? My planner stack, my journal stack, and like the system is what I wrote. And then I'm back to bullet journaling. This is a quote by Maya Angelou. It's the one called Continue. So bullet journaling. This was a self-care day. So then I'm back to doing more things on Sunday, even though it was Easter. My husband was working and my son was sleeping and my daughter was out of town. My mom wasn't feeling very good. So I came out to the studio and got some work done. And I think my mom and I later that day went grocery shopping. So this is the brain dump, trying to figure some things out. What am I doing? Update, flexible and intuitive approach. Future you wants now you to succeed. And I was like, yes, please remember this. This says daily, and that's because I want to go in. I want to make a list of all the things that I need to do daily, and then I want to set some kind of routine, like this is where brainstorming happens. So this is project / brainstorming / ideas, notes. So then we get to the planner. And like I said, some things have changed. I've gone ahead and finished some things. So I did put my name in here. I haven't put anything over here yet, and I did put contents because contents are what are in the notebook. Your index is in the back, and you can reference things via certain words. Like you could put the word creative, and then if I had anything that had to do with creativity itself, that would be those pages. So here we have May, June, July, and August. I haven't gone in and done any more, and unfortunately I didn't have enough stickers for all of them, and I figured I might as well write them because I'd rather write them than have them not match. So we have April, and these are post-it notes. I can leave a link to these. I also have these. These are see-through, they're clear, and then I have a certain type of pen that you can use with this, and it's fantastic. It's the Micro Perm 05. I got these from Michael's with a coupon, but you can find them online. I'll leave a link to one on Amazon. So then we have May's calendar, and that's where I talk about the pink, because I wasn't going to set up May with pink. But it is Mother's Day month, and I guess people want pink, and I wanted things to kind of be cohesive and match. So I have May, and I have goals here because I was doing like a master to-do list, but I don't really need to do that because I have room right here. Like I might put focus right there. Still working on how I really want to do this. I did set up June. June is going to be all the summer things, flip-flops and ice cream and watermelon, you know, summer stuff. And I haven't finished everything. I just, I haven't put the moons here or anything yet. And then I did set up July. And that's my birthday month and Victor's birthday month. And then I did get to August. I just haven't finished everything. And so August, I did put like watermelon over here. But that's okay. I have more watermelon, I'm sure. And that's Selena's birthday. So that's all I've done here. And then we get to the weekly. This is this week. This is where we're at right now. And then I'm going to set up next week. Over the weekend. I did put this here because that will be Mother's Day weekend, and I don't have anything else. And then we get to the notes section, which is actually more like the dailies, but it's also notes. Like this is where I'm putting, like, this is my dashboard in a way. I started this Monday, so this is I'm taking some classes. I signed up for Sketchbook School's beginning class, and I am in Leanne from Creatively Free to Be Me, or Leanne Journals, or Leanne Aligned. Her spring manifesting class and I took our winter, the notes that I wanted for this video, actually, I put right here, which should not have been right here, but they were supposed to be right here. This was yesterday and this is today. I took Victor to school this morning and I put this sticker down because he had on these khaki pants and this shirt that I had gotten him, and then he had on like a jacket and his tennis shoes, and he looked so cute. He didn't have the sunglasses on because it was kind of too early for the sunglasses.
But he looked so cute.
Workout, and this is checking the calendar and stuff because I ordered something from eBay. And a week went by and it did not ship. And I tried to get in touch with eBay, could not get in touch with eBay at all. So I talked to PayPal. And I'm letting PayPal handle it because I didn't get shipped. There's no tracking number, so I can get my refund. And then that's it. I did put this because I think I'm going to go to I'm going to go by the yoga studio. So then, like I was saying, these pages are grid. They are not numbered. And then you get back here and you have quite a few dot grid pages. And then at the very back, then you have dot grid and then a blank, completely blank. And then you have lined pages. I was trying to get my pen to work. That's it, y'all. I will do a pen test for the next time. I will do a pen test, but it's Tomo River paper. It's, it looks to be the exact same thing as the paper that's in the sterling ink. And that's it, y'all. I hope that you've enjoyed this. That is a little bit of a snug fit because this is a hardcover. I may end up taking this out and putting just this in. We'll see. And maybe putting this in a different cover. I don't know. But I do like having another notebook. I've got a couple of inserts that are B6 size that wouldn't be as thick. But if I do find that it's getting too thick, I'll just take that out. It's not a big deal. I asked the question in the very beginning. It does lay flat. I've been working in it. Like I said, it does lay flat. Alright, y'all have a great one, and I will see y'all again soon. Don't forget to do the YouTube things, like subscribe and click the bell for notifications, thumbs up, comment, share, all the YouTube things. It really helps the channel, and it helps other people find the videos. Y'all have a great one, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye, y'all.